Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Day Our Survival. Now, I know it's been a minute, about 4 days. Do I have a good explanation? Kinda, I guess. One, that, um, one, let me just do this. Show the map. Yeah, I did actually do that. I did a lot of, yeah. The other thing is, this stupid event kinda kept me down. Um, so I don't know if I actually showed you me taking out the Plague Doctor, but I did that, kill Dracula, going on the attack, that. As well as just using it as the easiest way to level up, because I don't know what my level was last time. It probably wasn't anything good. But I leveled up a lot, and now, yeah. Oh, these are the levels my pets are at, etc. These are what perks I have: max energy, max food, crossbow range, the works. This one is has been really helpful. Strapping lad plus 45 health, pistol damage plus 3, carry weight plus 30 kilograms. All this stuff has helped. Hit chance plus 10. That's been helpful. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I've been made, so, but to simplify it, doing all of these quests, they give off stupid amounts of experience. Like, it's shocking the amount of experience they give. Like, an easy quest, like just this one that's just like defeat enemies, can give like 300 experience, which compared to like settlement quests is like 30 times better because each settlement quest is like, give 10 experience, 20, maybe 30. Not good at all. So yeah, but yeah, what has changed? Not a whole lot. I got a bunch of whiskey, witch punch, the spooky energy drink, a bunch of candy, this is all the stuff I got. Not a whole lot, just yeah, a lot of basic stuff from, looting all those towns. I haven't looted all of these yet just because, I really did not. I thought this would be really easy, but you would not believe how boring it got and how tedious it is because there were so many. It just got super tedious, but whatever. I'm here. I used up like 40 fuel. Not 40 fuel. 40,000 things of fuel to get to this stupid town. So yeah. And yeah, let's continue the story right here. So, yep. Of course, I have to dismount. Let me just do this. Where's my bike? I'm assuming I'm not gonna get stabbed. So yeah. I already got 50 experience. Okay, I also made a discovery in my. Hold on. Nope, that's better. I made a discovery in my Bending the Dark Revival video that you actually can hear this audio, which made things very awkward. And I was like jamming out to the music when no one could hear it. So yeah, I'm just lucky there's not actual voices in this, because if there was, this would make this a whole lot worse. But yeah, anyway, Tavir. Oh wow, the artwork looks very cool. Enter. Free city. I'm an outsider. Talk. Storekeeper. Sure. Delivery crate. Yeah, yada yada. I'm just gonna do this real quick. Yes. I found this. You do not look very happy. Show me the cargo. Svetlana. What do you need? Hello. We haven't seen any new faces in a little while. So who are you? Where did you come from? A drifter. I came from the north. Really? It's a long and dangerous journey. Well, come in and make yourself comfortable. I'm Svetlana, by the way. Oh boy. Svetlana from Leningrad. You're a person who invented the cure for the epidemic, who was captured by bandits, and who escaped and made it all the way here to Tver on foot. Yeah, that's right, but how did you know all this? I was looking for you. I found your recorder in Leningrad. I was also in Novigrad at the bandit base. Alright, but why were you looking for me? I was looking for survivors, people who could tell me the truth about what happened back in 1984. You see, I don't remember anything. I even forgot my own name. What happened? That's what I'm telling you. I don't know. I woke up in Nickel, not knowing who I was, where I was from, or how I had gotten there, and nothing around but rotting corpses and roots. I started searching for sinners and for them, but they kind of happened or why. That's awful. It's a miracle you even made it this far. But that's all behind you now. We'll take care of you. We'll give you a room and feed you, and a little bit later, memories will come back. I'm sure. I, but here we all work for the common good. And we're in attention. Everyone has a job to do, and there's still plenty of work to do. So I'm here to help out. Thank you, but I don't really want to stay here. Why not? I have a wife and daughter. I don't know where they are, but I'm convinced they're alive and waiting for me out to find them. I feel sorry for you, Drifter. People like you are the first to die. People who love, who take risks to save others. I thought all the people like you died back in '84. That the only ones left who were abandoned and people like me are the ones who'd stop caring altogether. Sorry, but you don't look like someone who stopped caring. You're trying to save me, after all. What of it? I'm not risking anything. Fine. If you want to leave, leave. But if you're going anyway, yeah. There's only one thing you can do. I started it a long time ago, but I never finished. I couldn't. I gave up halfway, but you could do it. It is. Hold on. Sorry. It is very hard to have a conversation with yourself. With you know, I'm better at writing instead of acting these out. I need to uncover the truth about the catastrophe. I don't get it. What else is there to ever? You know everything: the epidemic, the nuclear war. You read my diary, didn't you? On one of the pages I lost, I wrote down a strange idea. I still don't know how I didn't think of it sooner. But this idea, it keeps me awake. It keeps me awake at night. Okay. The epidemic broke out at the same time in different cities at opposite ends of the state. No virus in history has ever spread like that. A disease can always be localized. You can set up quarantines, take preventative measures. At least you can try, but not with this disease. I checked it. The virus attacked everyone and everyone simultaneously. There was no way of stopping it. But could someone have made the epidemic, infecting people in different cities at the same time? Who would want to do that, and what would they get out of it? I don't know. I've been trying to figure that out since I was held prisoner by the bandits. I try to find a rational explanation. Then here, outside Tavir, I asked the other refugees. I looked through newspapers, stories of the disease. Even if you're right, even if it's man-made, even if it's some conspiracy, how can you ever get to the truth? It's been so long. It's just madness. I know that, but it's no more madness than going out in the wastelands to search for your family. Then again, we do still know something. The first lethal outbreak were dated at September 2nd to 3rd. Taking the incubation into account, I think these people were infected around August 17th to 19th, which means I've seen that on the date somewhere before. Show Svetlana the telegram of the dead man in Novgorod. Activated they are on August 17th as instructed. I found this in Novgorod from a body, but there's more. I found this spray can labeled Day R2. Do you know what that means? No, I don't. No, I don't know, but I think I've heard the name before from my father when he visited the institute. He spoke to someone on the phone and mentioned this Dayar. I asked him what it meant, but he brushed it off as a joke. But I made a point to remember it. Interesting. Who was your father? Oh my god, there's so much reading. He was a microbiologist, one of the best in the country. He worked in Moscow at the Institute of Virology. That was the last time I saw him. He died of a heart attack in '84. My mother told me over the phone. I didn't even get the chance to say goodbye. I didn't even go to the funeral. I was on the bed with tonsillitis. At the Institute of Virology, you say in Moscow. Since this is my only lead, it looks like I'm going to Moscow. So you agree to help me? I'll try, but I won't promise anything. My main pro. No, hold on a second. I'm gonna say. I do like this. I do like these choices, though I actually have no clue how much they affect the story. I'm going with this because I want to know the truth, but I think I'll probably test out if this actually matters at all, and if they still make me go to Moscow. I understand, but you have to. I understand, but you have to understand me. I don't have any close loved relatives left, and no one needs secure, and no one needs the cure for the disease anymore. What do I have left? Survival. My goal in life is to live just a little bit longer, but I'm already sick of this existence. But we can do one thing, find out the truth. Find out who's responsible for killing millions of people and for turning our country, maybe even the world, into a wasteland. Find out what they did it. Find out why and how. This is important, isn't it? Not just for me, but for all of us. I don't have. I don't have to. I know you don't have to do. All I can do is ask and offer a reward, of course. All right, I'll see what I can do. I'll go and get ready. Will you wait a little longer? Okay, I'll go and get ready to head out. Oh, she's leaving with me. Okay, will you wait a little, girl? This is a bad idea. The wasteland is too dangerous for someone who's unprepared. I can't protect you, and you'll be leaving the people here without a doctor. It's better if you stay. Are you sure? Okay, now I kind of wish there was a choice here, but okay. Okay. A man-made peg. Oh yeah, this is a. Okay, specialist. A Makarov. Ooh, okay, that could come in handy, I suppose. A motorboat. Wait, don't I? But I already have one. Of course, not on me. Dang it. Why do I keep doing that? Okay. Repair. Just basic that. Sure. Alright, talk. Svetlana. What do you need? Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, basics, quests there, trader. Anything good here? Gas can, gas mask filters, gasoline cans, knives, basic stuff. Yeah, looks pretty basic stuff. Sorry. Looks pretty basic to me. Nothing really that different. Okay. Buyer. Actually, wait. Dang it. I need this. I have so much stuff I want to get rid of. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, here. Just take this. There you go. Also, I'll give them all those as well. Enter. Buyer. Sell all the coins I have. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna bankrupt this guy by just selling him my coins. I have a mirror I need to give him. That. Just do this. Okay, I just basically bankrupted the guy by just giving him some old coins. Okay. All right. So actually, all right. So I need to go to Moscow. How far away is that? Actually, not that far. Okay. Uh, man. Okay. Know what? I'm going to actually. I'm not going to. I'm not going to settle down here. I'm pretty sure there is. Hold on. Let me just look. I'm relatively sure there is like a whatchamacallit, one of those safe houses in Moscow. Yeah, yeah. Okay, there's a safe haven here. So I'm not going to settle down in Tver because, yeah, I'm going to. Where's my? Grab this. Completely weigh myself down because I forgot I'm on land still. Do this. Drawing button. Okay, let me see here. Alright, yeah. Grab all this stuff. Drop everything that's deemed too heavy. And do the boring part of moving a bunch of stuff that I probably won't need, but you never know. Oh, that made things even worse. But yeah. I'm kind of glad you guys can hear this because man, it's very annoying just to hear one sound. Okay, there we go. I need this to be on the coastline. coast. Also gonna significantly get down on the fuel. Yeah. Okay. Drop this. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Drop everything. This is basically what I have to do. This is all the stuff you're missing. So just know you're not missing a lot. Just me sacrificing myself by just going back and forth, navigating around roads and such. Cause obviously the boat's faster and also can absorb a whole lot more. So yeah. So yeah, I'll just go down to Moscow and do all that. Because yeah, wait, I want to be sure. Does this river actually go down? Okay, it does. That would have been really bad if I had to go on foot. Oh, okay. Let me see here. Again, I had about 100. Let me just state, I had about 150 fuel, and I used up about 60 of it just getting down to here on this boat. Just keep that in mind. And you, so yeah. Oh come on. Oh, for the love of. Okay, fine. Know what? You know what? That's fine. Let me just show you all the stuff I've got. Let me see here. I have a hypnosis scroll, which I'm not going to use. I do have this pistol, which is very useful, but I also won't use. I have an enchanted shotgun that also breaks armor. Um, I also got this sword, which I'm not also going to use. Let me see. Okay, I'm not going to do anything to that wolf because I know exact. Because, yeah, okay. Radioactive wolf is going to be some trouble, though. What if okay? Now that there we go. Bees. There we go. And I'll fire once more. Get back. Hope the other wolf falls into the bear trap. He did. Dang it! But the wolf fell. There we go. I can't really pick him up with me because, well, he'd probably just weigh me down a bunch. But yeah. Jeez, oh my gosh! Look at all these towns. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys are really not gonna want to see the amount of time it's gonna take me to load all these towns. This will be off screen. I don't even have to look at all the towns in the area to tell you this is gonna be off screen, both for my sake, because I don't even want to imagine. Okay, dang it. Okay, well that makes this a little bit annoying. How long? Okay, where's my where's my bike? Here it is. Grab about not that. What did I Oh, I forgot the bike doesn't. It looks a whole lot more heavier when you don't have enough fuel for it. Okay, and then pick everything up. Do this again. Very exciting stuff, I know, but well, I guess this is proof that I don't fake everything. This is the actual way I have to do this. I know, incredibly exciting. Hold your excitement for later. It's been a minute since I've seen these crates. Oh wow, Blaney, Bliney. Okay. Oh, finally, rifle ammo. I've seen none. Oh, and one more reason why so I didn't actually manage to loot all of the towns up near Leningrad. I know it looks like it. Trust me, there was a lot more. But there was one thing that was kind of preventing me from doing that. The issue was, as I leveled up, more stuff became available. However, said stuff was also impossible for me to get because there was one small thing I needed that I had no way of getting because I couldn't even make it out of buy it from the store. But that merchant didn't offer it, and that was the blowtorch. I did not have that. The reason why I need the blowtorch is because I need metal plates, and the blowtorch makes metal plates, and literally everything now uses metal plates. The better crossbow, metal plates. This high suit of armor, metal plates. The shotgun, metal plates. The spear, metal plates. Not the car battery. Um, the gun, metal plates. The better armor, metal plates. I could go on. The smelter, metal. You get the idea. I needed metal plates, but I needed a blowtorch to make those metal plates. But and it's been a minute since I've seen this rifle ammo because I just haven't found it. It's just been unable to find. Which is another thing. I kinda and this maybe just be my opinion. I kinda wish they let us actually like make it down here without any help. Like I kinda wish we didn't encounter the boatman, encounter the ferryman, encounter Vashov, all that stuff. I kinda wish you didn't give us a ride straight to Belomorsk because that kind of just I don't know. It just made things a little bit too easy. Because once there, we could I just kind of had to settle down here, make it to all the nets, and then just do anything I wanted, kind of, if that makes sense. And I also feel like having two settlement towns here made things incredibly easy for me. Like, because I just had to. How do I put this? I just had to grind, and I could literally buy the fuel I need. When in a survival game you had to buy stuff even if it's in a makeshift currency, it's still not good because I personally think, well, sure, like that you could like if you made it to Moscow in this or like in so, let me sorry, I'm not that good at this. To put it simply, before like before I started my series again, I made it. I already played it beforehand, and I made it to Moscow and the only quote unquote settlement there was Tver. There was no fishing village settlement. There was no Olenet settlement. There was no ferryman. There was a mission in Belomorsk that had you go scuba diving. All of that stuff was there, and the first thing was there, and that honestly felt super fair because by then you were both in need of materials, but also had more than enough stuff and enough stuff that like you needed it. But so if that makes sense. But now when you have literally two settlements so close together, you could easily grind money that allows you to buy gas mask filters, which are essential, food, water, salt, gasoline, ammunition, the works. And it just kind of took the fun a little away because instead of surviving and breaking and looting everything and hunting, you just had to buy some rubles and pay for everything in rubles. I think you get my point. I'm not saying it made things bad. It just it kind of took the fun out of it just a little bit because yeah, I mean yeah, that's kind of it because yeah, it just didn't seem that it wasn't isn't as fun as anymore. Other thing, I feel like they kind of like neutered the loot a little bit because it just doesn't again it just seems less easy, which I know seems really what I mean by that is like again by now like by Leningrad I would have had assault rifles. I would have at least found a couple assault rifles and had like my makeshift and would have had a like a sniper rifle by now with ammunition for that plus maybe a shotgun. None of that is not present. Which again, I feel like they kind of like made the loot not present there. Like they kind of made it just disappear a little bit. Which again is kind of sad because if you took the time to loot everything here, you should come back with like some spoils. Like an example. I know I'm going on a tangent. I'm sorry, but it's just my opinion. Um, another thing that is needed is let me see here. It's not here. It's the chemistry set. It is a flask of tubes, a flask of tubes, test tubes, and other items which are used for synthesizing chemicals. This, the chemistry set, could be found in universities where in the science wing. Those which is why, which is one of the main reasons why I did my whole my whole loot down here. Is I would go down this river, looting every university, and just stockpiling on chemistry sets. Why? Because they were very helpful in making, well, basically anything back then. You needed them to make a chemistry like a science table or whatever, which you required you to make ammunition from, i.e. primer, which was very useful. Again, stuff like that, planning ahead, getting items before you actually needed them, felt so helpful instead of just being able to buy it from a store. Okay, tangent over. Let's do this. Drop all. Uh, Pick up all. Drop. Drop boat. Drop everything back here. Drop all again. Let me see here. Okay, I'm assuming I'm going to finish this quest, which I have a feeling it's a long one. And then I'm going to, start doing stuff like some stuff. Give me this. I have no clue what's going to be in there, so I'm going to just prepare for the worst. Grab this, just basically all this stuff. Now let's see, what's the radiation level in Moscow? 5? Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, that's gonna become a problem. Man, look at all the stuff I have to loot. What is this? So that's an army checkpoint. Okay, I'm going here first because this looks interesting. Hunting stores, well. What's taking so long? Okay, you know what? I'll loot that later because I just want to get this thing over with. Yeah, you guys probably don't want to watch all this. Alright. Alright. Quasi Makarov. I don't think it cares if it's broken. Alright, Stalker West. The building had been hardly damaged at all in the nuclear attack. Some of the window frames even had glass left in them. The lobby gave no indication of the catastrophe that had happened outside, apart from the thick layers of dust that lay over the old couches, the coat racks, and the cloakroom, and the reception desk. But something was niggling at me. In the dim light, I saw two sets of boot prints going towards the stairwell, and there was some animal tracks as well, similar to wolf tracks, but too big to belong to a wolf. Go up the stairs. I started going up the stairs. The large iron door on the second floor was shut, judging by the dust in front of the door and the handle. It hadn't been opened in many years. The tracks continued on up to the third floor. A muffled sound filtered down from somewhere above me, like a chair being knocked over. I think somebody's up there. Go to the third floor. The door was wide open. Beyond it, I saw a small vestibule with three iron doors. Two of the doors had padlocks, but the third was slightly ajar. There was a broken padlock lying on the door next to it. The sign next to the door read, "Department of Molecular Biology, Virology." Uh, I walked closer and heard a low, drawn-out sound like a moan. The corridor behind me was dark, but a little light was shining in front of me. But then I saw something half a meter in front of me. Draw your weapon. Turn on the flashlight. Draw your weapon. Okay, yeah, I'm drawing my weapon. Trying to move silently, I stepped into the dark corridor. The beam of the flashlight slid along my state collection of Oh wow, okay. Full of caution, I crept further along the corridor. The sign of the next door read, chemotherapy laboratory. The trail of blood from the puddle led there, but I couldn't hear anything beyond the door. Yeah, I went on yet another door, but this one didn't have a sign. However, there was a sign on the last door that read Virus Structure Laboratory. There was some kind of noise coming from behind the door. The girl, but it sounded like a growl. Okay. Okay, I gotta read all this stuff again to figure out. Okay. Dang it. Okay, so this looks like to be the second door. Okay, I'll go into the viruses, I guess? I entered the small workroom and saw a solid steel door with a warning symbol and a sign that read, Protective clothing must be worn beyond this point. I shone a flashlight through the little windows, got to the edge of a table. There was a rack of test tubes on the table. One, te- one more test tube lay on the in the dark. Going in there without a hazmat suit would be really stupid. Okay, back to corridor. Okay, so going into door number one is not good. Go into the place with all the bloody footprints is also a bad idea. Unmarked doors also seems like a dumb idea. Okay, so chemo lab is bad idea. Number number four. Didn't number was it? So this door is slightly open. So go to the door that could have someone in, or the one that is unmarked. Shady door or one that's ajar. I'll go with unmarked. Through the door there was a huge empty room. It looked like somebody had carried everything they could get out of the place. All that was left was a hefty cabinet with open glass doors. Clearly, it was too large and heavy to move. The floor was littered with pieces of glass and tiles that had fallen off the walls. An extraction had protruded from the ceiling. It's clear the rooms were shut tiles. Okay. No, now I have two rooms left. Chemo lab or slightly ajar or the chemo lab that has. I'll go with door number four. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is disgusting. Okay. I went up to the door and heard a low, threatening snarl. Oh my gosh. Whatever was in the room, it had heard my footsteps or smelled me. The door opened into the room. I gave it a quiet nudge and peered through the opening. Inside was a small workroom. I saw another door and a black beast stood in front of it. The creature looked like a wolf, except it was twice the size of any normal specimen. My flashlight revealed a dirty, coal-black coat. The creature turned its horrible, bloodied muzzle towards me and sniffed the air deeply. It must use smell and sound or itself. It had it had large yellow blisters where its eyes should be. Keep going. The wolf jumped right at me. The door withstood the impact of its massive body, but I was sent flying against the corridor. My first reaction was to grab my gun, but then I lowered it, reconsidering going into this fight and prepared to be suicide. Open it. Go back to the corridor. Okay. From here. Okay. So I think. So okay. 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 Well, I guess it's time for the chemo lab. Okay, we have a body here. I cracked open the door cautiously and peeked inside. A few paces away from me, slumped back against the desk, was a man. His head rolled to the side and his eyes were closed, but his lips were trembling faintly. He seemed to be unconscious. I looked at his legs and was set by way of nausea. Ooh! One foot was missing, and blood was streaming from the gruesome stump, pooling on the floor. On the other leg, there was a huge wound in his thigh, like a piece. Okay, I'm kind of happy. It cuts off, showing his leg. All right. I didn't have any smelling salts on me, so I splashed some good old water in his face. His eyelids flit, and the guy cracked open his bloodshot eyes. He wasn't looking at me. He was staring off in his face. It left. Alex, Phillips, the wolf leg. Why became up? So much blood. He closed his eyes and considered his words. That the wolf that wasn't hurt by bullets. It must be somewhere nearby. What should I do? Search the body. I read through the dead man's jacket and pulled out a Makarov handgun with an empty magazine, a pack of cigarettes, rusks, and matches. If the man had any possessions, they weren't in sight. Okay, well, I got a gun now. The room was pretty well pressed. On the table there were empty test tubes, measuring mirrors, spirit lamps, and two microscopes. A hefty centrifuge lurked in the corner. It was coming through. I noted a few newspapers in a memorandum, but there was nothing except the cabinet of chemical agents. My attention was drawn to a large flask labeled, okay, urea hydrogen peroxide. I recalled the wolf that had no few. Oh my gosh. I recall the wolf had no fear of bullets, but what if I weakened it with smoke first? I put on some rubber gloves and poured all the analogin I'd found in the dead man's pocket into a beaker. I crushed it with a pestle and sprinkled it on top of the peroxide. Then I made cones out of the newspaper and packed them with the mixture. The smoke bomb's ready. Okay. Okay, I have two smoke bombs now. Go into the virus structure lab. I went up to the door. Oh. Open the door and shoot. Crack open the door and throw smoke bombs in. The wolf won't be able to. Jeez. This. Oh my gosh. Yuck. Okay. Chuck the smoke bombs in. Smoking well because the wolf seemed to be getting angry. It threw itself at the door again. The joints of the door shook with every impact. I prayed to God that the wooden lock would hold. At least the wolf stopped trying to get into the corridor. He was trying to get in the. I can't waste any time. Open the door and go in. The whole room was filled with smoke. The wolf was standing by the second door, shaking its head. The smoke had destroyed it. It couldn't see me. It didn't have eyes. Fight. Alright. Oh my gosh. The black wolf. I can't tell if he has armor because it's blocking, but I'll fight one wolf with another. Let me see here. Shotgun. That would be useful if he had armor, but I don't know if he does. I think I'm gonna stick with my loadout for now. Yeah, I'll stick up because yeah, I will for now. I hope I don't regret it. It does have armor, of course it does. All right. Fired once. Does 30 damage. Take him out. Chuck a Molotov at it. Man, I'm so happy I leveled this wolf up. Okay. Let's see here. I have a 1 of 40 chance of killing this thing but with a max critical hit. Come on. Up, dang it. Oh, well, the thing died anyway. So, yeah. Just, oh man. Okay. It's all over. The final move proved fatal. With a surprisingly piercing yelp, the wolf fell into the floor and began writhing in convulsion. It didn't want to die. The spasm stopped after a few minutes. The enormous jaws swung, and its yellow tongue rolled onto the floor. Go into the inner room. The inner room was all scratched up by the wolf's claws and teeth. I turned the handle and pushed, but the door didn't budge. I pushed with so much, but was it locked? No, something was wrong. The wolf wouldn't guard it like that. I listened, not a sound. Shout, open up, everything's okay. I killed it. Okay, sounds like a dumb idea. Or go back to the corridor. Um, Chemo lab, maybe? Anything in here? No. Unmarked room. Let me just got nothing in here. Okay. Go into the inner room. This seems like a bad idea, but alright. Shout, it's open! Oh, and there's a guy here. About a minute later, I heard a sharp scraping sound beyond the door. Someone was pushing away and something heavy. At last, the handle began to turn and took a step back. A short and stocky man appeared before me. He barely reached my shoulders, but his look appeared to transform into one form when he saw the barrel light pointing straight out its face. In a quiet voice, he shouted out the words. Oh, I thought it was jeez, Vadim. Who am I? Just an average. I thought it. Okay, I'm going. Hmm. I I want to trust this. I mean, everything about this guy makes him seem trustworthy, which is kind of why I shouldn't. I feel like, because I'm gonna be cold. I'm Alex, the man grinning broadly. My buddy and I live not far from here, near. Jeez, come on. Mitishi. Ever been? No. Sometimes we wait to do a quick run through the grocery stores and then straight back. No, don't go thinking more about it tonight. We never laid a finger on anybody. I used to be a chef, and as a senior, we didn't know if we're completely harmless. Oh boy. This guy's talking a bunch. Okay, I look around out this time. The beast was tracking us. We decided to hide in the institute and it came after us. Vadim fell behind and I got stuck here in this room. Jumping out the window was my last shot. Think of. Don't be afraid. We don't even have the weapon. We don't have any weapons. Hope. Don't be afraid. We don't even have any weapons. Hope you didn't save. Hope you didn't. Hey, you didn't sense. Okay, I think that's spelled wrong. Hey, you didn't sense Vadim around. See Vadim around, did you? Lie. No, I didn't. Maybe he survived. Yes, he survived. He's alive and well. I saw him. I saw him. I'm sorry, but he died. The wolf chewed him up. The body's in the next room. He had. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I'm going with the fourth one. Like, he had a macro on him. Yeah, a gun, and looked at me. So it looks like Vadim had a gun and never even told me. He lied to me. I still feel sorry for him, but he was a good guy. Well, he's in this first, and he won't be the last. I guess I better go. I can't even see the hole now. And I suppose I need to organize a memorial for Vadim. So thanks again, old man. Maybe I'll see you around. He turned around and walked through. Just sitting there. Lower your weapon and let the man pass. Sorry, pal, but you can't just walk out if you're. Okay, I don't want to rob him, but I also don't really want to lower my weapon. He's done nothing he has lied, but I mean, he could be telling the truth. I'll lower my weapon, but if he's lying, I'm going to blast. Oh, I freaking knew it. I stumbled over and he pushed me. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. This is gonna be fun. All right, Corvus, you're gonna rip this man's eyes out and do this. I knew I shouldn't have trusted him. Go boom. Fired once. Right back there. He's only got a pistol. I'm good. For some reason, Corvus didn't join in, which is weird. Oh, you're screwed, man. No, I'm gonna use this. I'll use this just for overkill. Bang. The man gasped his last. I dragged the body into the corner when I started looking around the place where the man had heard from the wolf. The only furniture in the room was a cabinet, a desk, and a chair, and the room was scarcely bigger than the workroom where I'd fought the wolf. But there were two padlocks. There were two doors with padlocks. The desk drawers contained nothing of interesting, but then in the cabinet I discovered an almost brand new hazmat suit digging in the slip. I stowed it in my backpack. Go back to the corner. And saw protective clothing must be wearing. There was a rocket test tombstone. I've got a hazmat suit. I can go and take a, but maybe it's not worth it. Go in. Why not? The room was very long and the far wall was surrounded by darkness. The collection of viruses was laid out across the three tables and test tubes secured in racks. Certain test tubes were empty. As I panned my flashlight across the rest, I saw that they contained cloudy yellow, pink, or pale green liquid. There was broken glass and dried puddles on the floor and tables, and patches of gray-brown mold appeared on the wooden tabletop. I couldn't smell anything from inside the hazmat suit, of course, but I would bet the place had a fair stench about it. Carefully searched the room. The splash tubes indicated that the building had been shaken during the nuclear attacks, but not violently enough to overturn the tables. There were microscopes on a bench running along the far wall. A chunk of plaster was sticking out from under the table. It probably fell off during the bombing offense. There was something inside. Reach into the hole and pull out the object. Letter to Tula, number 28th on Street Avenue no longer exists, as well as other buildings for half a kilometer around. I found myself in the very center of a giant waste ground littered with chunks of brick, concrete, and charred trash. Here and there, pathetic remains of brick walls and concrete. I suppose the nuclear went off here in 1984. Right there, right where I'm standing, no one could have survived. Maybe that name had fled the city before the bomb. But what do we have here? It looks like somebody wanted to send a letter, but they forgot or ran out of time. Its contents might be interesting, seeing how it was hidden in the wall and all. Thinking too damn. I didn't think I'm going to find anything more in this apartment to leave the institute and examine my find. Searching for the truth. No, nope. Is this it? Yeah. Nope, that's also not it. Oh, oh, it's the same one that. Okay. When I left the institute, the first thing I did was to take out and examine my main trophy, the letter from the letter from the cache in the state collection of viruses. As I feared, the cheap paper had grown damp and the ink had run both of the envelope and of the letter itself. The little I could decipher was very intriguing. I don't want to frighten you, but things are bad. Nesterov didn't come back to the lab today. It looks like there was some secret being kept in this place. I need to go to the Tula and speak with this. Okay, I hope she knows something and that she's still alive. If I'm lucky, I'll find whoever wrote this letter there too. Wait, oh. Ooh, that's a good save. Where is this? Crater. I think I'm good for now. There's probably a lot that this video is probably long enough, so I think I'm good for now. Next episode, it'll be right there. But yeah, see everyone. Goodbye.